Hey guys, it's Shalise, and I'm gonna warn you now, this video is probably gonna be all over the place. So, let me take a sip. Let me put this out of the way. Okay, so, I have slow cooker over there going, rice maker over there going, rice for the kids and Jay. And I decided to try one of those recipes out that you see on Facebook. You know, they're by Twisted or there's a Cafe Delish. There's a few different ones, and I think the one I'm doing today is from Cafe Delish, if I'm not mistaken. I will put the video down there, but it's these creamy garlic Parmesan Brussels sprouts, and I love Brussels sprouts, but nobody else loves Brussels sprouts in this house, so more for me. So this is going to be a very odd angle to work with, but I'm prepping my food right now. And I figure if I don't start it now, I ain't going to start it as far as the video. So, what we're going to start with is bacon. We're going to, this is bacon I had left over from something. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of separate these so that they don't stick together while cooking. Let me throw this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and separate them. Everybody kind of knows how to slice bacon, I would assume. So I don't think it's super important for me to show this. I'm sorry, I have a sauce over there reducing, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on that too. So I have them all separated. I just don't want them to stick together when I put them in the pan. So I'm gonna just slice them in about 1/4 to 1/2 inch strips. So they look something like that. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strips of bacon. I don't know how much the recipe actually calls for, but this is what I had left, so this is what I'm working with. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my big pan, but I'm not going to, you'll eventually see what's in the pan and everything, but I'm not going to start it yet because I need to cut up my Brussels sprouts, so hold on. Another thing you're gonna want to do is preheat the oven to 375, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Brussels sprouts is a 1-pan bag. I got these at Trader Joe's. Now I know these are ready to eat and they're pre-washed and blah, 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 but I don't like those ends on there. So what we're gonna do with these are cut the ends off. So it's like that. And then cut them in half. And Jay has food for the cat, so he's talking loud behind me. But anyway, this is what you're gonna have. And then you're gonna put them in a bowl and set them aside. So again, those ends, no bueno. So anyway, I'm gonna finish cutting this bag up and I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, so I have all of my Brussels sprouts halved and cut the ends off. They're all in this bag here for the compost. So now I need to fry the bacon that we sliced up earlier. This is so crooked. So once I fry that up, it's just fried until it's crispy. Actually, let me go ahead and turn on the heat. You're gonna fry it until it's crispy and then take the bacon out and drain it. And then we are going to use the bacon fat to continue the process of cooking. So once I get all that done, I will take you off of this mode and we will look at what's going on in the pan and we'll just go from there. See you in a bit. Okay, so we have the bacon here. And I have just added 2 tablespoons of butter into the pan with the bacon fat that's left. And then what we're going to do, what I'm going to do is add the Brussels into the pan. And we're going to saute this until it starts to brown just a little bit and kind of get a little bit of char, not much, but about 5-6 minutes. So I will check back with you once we have that done. So while that's cooking, you're also going to need some chopped or minced garlic. I just like to use a pre-chopped because that's easy. You're gonna need a cup and a half of heavy or light cream. I use heavy. And then a third cup of Parmesan and a third cup of mozzarella and a fourth of a cup of Parmesan. I also added some salt and pepper to my Brussels. I forgot to mention that, but of course if you want something a little more seasoned, you're gonna need to add some salt and pepper. So once these are done, we're just gonna add everything else in here, and then I'll show you what to do from there. Okay, so as you see, it's starting to brown really well, so I'm then going to go ahead and add my garlic. Now, I just use a lot of garlic. If I had to guess, I would say it's about 3 tablespoons, but I stick my teaspoon out, my eating spoon, and put a bunch in that cup. So that's about how much I have in there. So you want to go ahead and stir that in, saute it in for about a minute until it becomes fragrant. So what I've done now, because I need it both hands, so I did it off camera, is I turned the stove down to low. And I poured in my heavy cream while stirring, and then kind of deglaze the pot. So what we're going to do is bring this to a simmer for about a minute or two, and then we're going to add the bacon back in, and I think we're going to add the cheese and everything at that point too. So I'll be right back. Alright, so you see that simmering, so I went ahead and added the bacon once it simmered for about a minute. We're just going to go ahead and mix that all back in, and I can tell you this smells. So sorry about the sauce over there. I was making a reduction sauce and it kind of got everywhere, so. And I've been making this at the same time, so. Alright, so I'm just going to, I thought I needed this huge fryer pan, and I didn't. So I'm just going to go ahead and spread that out. I'm turning my stove off. Then what I'm going to do is add the cheese on top. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what we do next. Okay. So as you see, I mixed the cheeses together, just laid them all on top, spread them on top, and now I'm just kind of spreading some garlic powder all around to give it a little extra garlic, because I love garlic. Then we are going to put the pan into the oven, just like that. And we're going to set the timer for 15 minutes. Alright, so it's in there, and we'll test it out together once it's done and cooled off a little bit. And I cleaned the stove. See you in a bit. Alright folks, it's the moment of truth. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. So, oh nice. I didn't have to put it under the broiler or anything. So, this is my finished result. Heck yeah. So now I gotta wait a little bit so I can taste it, because it's real hot. So I will be back with the taste test. Alright. We're gonna try it. It's still really hot, so I'm gonna take a small piece. So I don't want to burn my mouth. I'm sorry. I hate when people do that. I don't want to burn my mouth, so I have some of everything on the fork. Oh my god. That was rude, I'm sorry. This is so good. I have to have Jay taste it because he hates Brussels sprouts. Let's see what he thinks.
Like, what are these?
That's it.
Is that right there?
Yes.
Is that a good one?
I don't know. Taste it.
Well, better not be a bad one.
It's really hot.
I could eat that as a Brussels sprout. That's saying a lot for me.
You heard it. We're done.